Hello everyone. Today we continue with chapter 5 and today's our topic is special types of houses. In the previous class we have learned about what is a house, what are the importance of houses and the two types of house, pukka house and kucha house. And today we are going to learn about special types of houses. Types of houses vary according to the climate and needs of the people. So some houses they are made according to the climate of that particular area and the needs of the people. First house with slanting roofs. In hilly areas, people make houses with slanting roofs. The snow can slide off easily from the roofs. So, in hilly areas or mountain areas, there people used to make houses with slanting roofs. Why they are making these kinds of houses? Because in that areas the heavy rainfall or snowfall will be there, so it is very easy for the snow to fall easily, slide easily from these kinds of roofs. That's why the people of that areas build such kinds of houses. Next, tent house. Some people keep moving from one place to another. They make tent houses. It can be easily folded and taken anywhere. Campers and soldiers use tent houses. So some people they do not live in a particular place for a long time. Only for a short time they live in a particular place. So for them tent house is very useful. It is very easy to fold and to take anywhere. Campers and soldiers, for them this tent house is very useful. Next type of house is houseboat. Some people live in houseboats in places which have rivers and lakes. Kashmir and Kerala have beautiful houseboats. So some places which have so many rivers and lakes, so this houseboat are very useful or helpful in such areas. Next type of house is igloo. People living in thick snow-covered areas make their houses with blocks of ice. Such houses are called igloos. Igloos are found in cold countries like Greenland. So in some areas there were heavy snowfall, means the snow covered fully that areas. In such kinds of houses, people they used to make the houses with blocks of ice. These houses are called igloos. Next, caravan. People called nomads who do not live permanently at the same place live in caravans. They hook their caravan to a horse or van and can take it anywhere. So people like nomads. Nomads means some people they do not live in a particular place for a long time. Some wandering people, they are nomads. From one place to another place they used to wander. These people are called nomads. Say though they do not live permanently at the one place, so they use caravan because it is very easy to take from one place to another. They usually hook this caravan to a horse or a van and carry it wherever they go. Next is slit house. People living in areas with heavy rainfall make houses on stilt. Such houses are called stilt house. So some areas we know that heavy rainfall will be there, and the other houses can be easily damaged, but these kinds of houses are very useful in these areas. So that's why people they used to make slit house in rainfall with heavy rainfall areas. So today we have learned various types of houses, special types of houses, and read this chapter 5, page number 34 and 35. And today's your homework is do exercise A, page number 36 in the copy and also in the textbook. Tick the correct answer. Kucha house or Pukka house is also called a hut. Answer, Kucha house is also called a hut. Igloos or huts are found in Greenland. Igloos are found in Greenland. Nomads use a stilt house or caravan. Nomads use a caravan. In areas with a heavy rainfall, houses are made on stilt or boats. In areas with heavy rainfall, houses are made on stilt. One more exercise you have, that is chapter 4. Answer the following questions. This first you have to do this exercise in the textbook and also in the copy, and after that you start chapter 5. How can you make tap water safe for drinking at home? Drinking water should be filtered and boiled. What things can you do to save water? Close taps when not in use. Do not waste water while bathing. How can we draw out groundwater? We can dig out groundwater from tube wells, and hand pumps. Suggest 2 ways by which we can save water from getting dirty. Do not throw waste in water bodies. Do not wash clothes in water bodies. So do these 2 exercises in the copy and textbook. Thank you. Have a nice day.